Welcome back, class, to the news of 22nd May from the newspaper The Hindu. And if you are preparing for any government examination, you can visit our website isbio.com or exammap.com, or you can also contact us on our WhatsApp number. So let's start. First topic is glycolysis. So glycolysis is a principle behind 2-DG, and it is traditionally used as cancer drug, which is well established, and it is the process in which glucose is broken to produce energy, and it produces two molecules of a pyruvate, ATP, NADH, and water, and the process takes place in the cytosol or the cell cytoplasm in the presence or the absence of the oxygen. So glycolysis is the primary step of cellular respiration. So glycolysis is the primary step of cellular respiration, and in the absence of oxygen, the cells take small amounts of ATP through process of fermentation. And this metabolic pathway was discovered by three German biochemists, Gustav Embeden, Otto Meyerhof, and Jacob Karol, in the 19th century, and it is known as EMP pathway. Second topic is amphotericin B. So it is a fungistatic or fungicidal, which is depending on concentration obtained in body fluids and susceptibility of fungus. This antibiotic is without effect on bacteria, rickettsial, and viruses, and the drug acts by binding to stereosols in the cell membrane of susceptible fungi. It creates a transmembrane channel and resultant change in the membrane permeability, which allowing the leakage of intracellular components. So amphotericin B is a polyene which binds irreversible to ergoterosol, resulting in the disruption of membrane integrity and ultimately cell death. So what is the importance of amphotericin B? It shows a high order of in vitro activity and against many species of fungi, and it is a polyene antifungal antibiotic which is produced by the Streptomyces nodosus with a antifungal activity, and it consists some fungi fumigatus, which all are inhibited by concentrations of amphotericin B. Next topic is POXO Act. POXO Act is the Protection of Children from Sexual Offence Act 2012. So it was enacted to protect the children from the offences of sexual assault, sexual harassment, and pornography with due regard of safeguarding the interest and well-being of children. It defines a child as any person below 18 years of age and regards best interest and welfare of child as a matter of paramount importance at every stage to ensure the healthy physical, emotional, intellectual, and social development of the child. And it also defines the different forms of sexual abuse, including penetrative and non penetrative assault, as well as sexual harassment and pornography. It deems a sexual assault to be aggravated under certain circumstances, such as when the abused child is mentally ill or when the abuse is committed by a person in a position of trust of authority, like a family member, police officer, teacher, or doctor. It also casts the police in the role of child protectors during the investigative process, and the Act stipulates that a case of child sexual abuse must be disposed of within 1 year from the date of offense is reported. It was amended in August 2019 to provide more stringent punishment, including death penalty for sexual crimes against children. Next topic is K. Subramanya Mudaliar. He is well known for his treatise on Periyar Puranam. What he belongs to Periyar Puranam, and however he was also a patriot who supported the freedom movement from his student days. When Swadesh Mitram and G. Subramanya came to Coimbatore, and CKS and his friends wanted to take him in a procession. Then they participated in several meetings addressed by Surendranath Banerjee and also Bipin Chandra Pal in Madras. Later, the lawyer CKS joined the boycott of foreign goods by adhering to clarion call of Aurobindo Ghosh and V.O. Chidambaram Pillai, who was popularly known as Kappal Otia Tamilian, and he was involved in the Swadeshi Steam Navigation Company. And when Chidambaram Pillai was incarcerated and put in the Coimbatore prison, CKS fought with the authorities and brought to the light sufferings endured by him. A grateful VOC Pillai named his third son Subramanyam and his daughter as Meenakshi after the patriotic CKS people. KS used patriotic songs to carry out his propaganda during those days, and he was always enamored by a magnetic speeches of Bipin Chandra Pal, and his wife Meenakshi was very supportive and stood shoulder to the shoulder with him in the independence struggles. FCRA Foreign Contribution Regulation Amendment 2020. So it seeks to prohibit public servants from receiving any foreign funding, and it proposes to reduce the use of foreign funds to meet administrative costs by NGOs from the existing 50% to 20%. Reduce the use of foreign funds from 50% to 20%, and it seeks to prohibit any transfer of foreign contribution by association to any association and person. It proposes to make Aadhaar cards a mandatory identification document for all office bearers, directors, and other key functionaries of NGOs association eligible to receive foreign donations. It seeks to allow for central government to hold a summary inquiry to direct bodies with FCRA approval to not utilize an unutilized foreign contributor or to receive the remaining portion of foreign contribution. So, and to the limit the use of foreign funds for administrative purpose. This would impact research and advocacy organization which uses the funding to meet their administrative cost. So, what about further earlier Act of Foreign Contribution Regulation Act 2010? At that time, under the Act, organizations required to register themselves every 5 years, and as per the amended FCRA rules, all NGOs registered or granted prior permission under FCRA are now required to upload details of foreign contributions received and utilized by them every 3 months on their website or FCRA website. So NGOs now need to file their annual returns online with the hard copy version dispensed with. Next topic is waves in pandemic. So there is no definition of waves in pandemic of what it constitutes a wave in a epidemic. So the term is used generically to describe the rising and declining trends of infections over a prolonged period of time. The growth curve resembles the shape of wave. Historically, the term wave used to refer the seasonality of the disease, and several viral infections are seasonal in nature and they recur after fixed time intervals. So infections rise and then come down only to rise again after some time. Smaller regions within a country, state, or a city, for example, would have their own waves. For example, Delhi has so far experienced four waves. Next topic is Legislative Council. So the constitutional position of Legislative Council is Article 169, which describes about the abolition or creation of Legislative Council. So the Parliament can establish or create or can abolish a legislative council by a simple majority. That is a majority. What is the simple majority? That a majority of members of each house present and voting. If the legislative assembly of concerned state by a special majority passes a resolution to that effect. So special majority is a majority of total membership of assembly and majority of not less than 2/3 of members of assembly present and voting. Composition under Article 171 of the Constitution, the Legislative Council of a state shall not have more than 1/3 of total strength of state assembly and not less than 40 members. So like Rajya Sabha, Legislative Council is a continuing chamber that is a permanent body and is not subject to dissolution, and the tenure of the member of Legislative Council is 6 years with 1/3 of members retiring every 2 years. Manner of election of the member of legislative councils. So 1/3 of member of legislative councils are elected by the state assemblies, state legislative assemblies. 1/3 of special electorate comprising sitting members of local government such as municipalities and district boards, and 1/12 by an electorate of teachers, and another 1/12 by registered graduates, and the remaining members are appointed by the governor for distinguished services in various fields, namely literature, science, art, cooperative movement, and social service. So legislative council is just like Rajya Sabha. So legislative council has the limited power, unlike Rajya Sabha, which has substantial powers to shape non-financial legislature. Legislative councils lack a constitutional mandate to do so, and assemblies can override suggestions, amendments made to legislation by council. Again, unlike Rajya Sabha, MPs, member of legislative councils, cannot vote in the elections for president and vice president. The vice president is the Rajya Sabha chairperson, while a member from council itself is chosen as the council person. Cryptocurrency. Cryptocurrency or crypto is a virtual currency secured by cryptography. It is designed to work as medium of exchange where individual ownership records are stored in a computerized database, and the defining trait of a cryptocurrency is that they are not issued by a government agency of any country, making them immune against any interference and manipulation from them. As per computer experts, any system that falls under the category of cryptocurrency must meet following requirements. So these are the requirements. The first is absence of any centralized authority and is maintained through distributed networks. The system maintains records of cryptocurrency units and who holds them. And next one is a system decides whether the new units can be created, and in case it does decided the origin and ownership terms. Ownership of the cryptocurrency or units can be provided exclusively cryptographically, and the system allows transactions to be performed in which ownership of cryptography units is changed. The types of cryptocurrency is, first type of cryptocurrency is Bitcoin, which to which to this day remains the most used, valuable, and popular. Along with Bitcoin, other alternative cryptocurrencies with varying degrees of functions and specifications have created. Some are iterations of Bitcoin, while others have created from ground up. So the Bitcoin launched in 2009 by an individual or group known by pseudonym Satoshi Nakamoto. As of March 2021, there were over 18.6 million bitcoins in circulation with a total market cap of around $927 billion, and the competing cryptocurrencies that were created as a result of Bitcoin's success are known as altcoins, and some of altcoins are Litecoin, Peercoin, Namecoin, Ethereum, and Cardano. Next topic is FASTag. So FASTag is a reloadable tag that allows automatic deduction of toll without having to stop for carrying out the cash transaction. And the tag uses radio frequency identification technology and fixed on the wide windscreen of vehicle once active. Tag is valid for 5 years and comes in 7 different colors: violet, orange, yellow, green, pink, blue, and black. Each color is assigned to a particular category of vehicles. So it was established in come out in April 2016, and the government made it mandatory from December 1, 2017 for all new cars and trucks to be fitted with a FASTag before they were sold. And to encourage the use of FASTags, the National Highway Authority of India refunds 5% of the total monthly transactions, and Indian Highways Management Company Limited, that is a company incorporated by National Highways Authority of India and National Payment Corporation of India, are the implementing this program, and it is presently operational at both national and state highways. UNESCO World Heritage Sites. So 6 out of 9 sites submitted by Archaeological Survey of India has been accepted by UNESCO for the inclusion in the tentative list, which is a requirement before the final nomination of any site. So the recently included proposals are Maratha military architecture in Maharashtra, Higher Bengal megalithic site in Karnataka, Behda Ghat Lamata Ghat of Narmada Valley in Madhya Pradesh, Ganga Ghats in Varanasi, temples of Kanchipuram, Satpura Tiger Reserve in Maharashtra. So these proposals remain in tentative list, and UPSC can ask about these 6 UNESCO World Heritage Sites because they are recently added in the UNESCO tentative list, and it will decide which one of them to push for in their final dossier to UNESCO official set. And with the addition of these 6 sites, the UNESCO has 48 proposals in tentative list. As per operational guidelines 2019, it is mandatory to put any monument site on the tentative list before it is considered for final nomination dossier, and India has 48 sites in tentative list as of now, and as per rules any country can submit the nomination dossier after 1 year of it being on the tentative list. Hyang 2D. So China has independently developed and launched 7 Hyang satellites. It is named after Chinese word of ocean and given the HY designation for the short, and the country launched its first ocean monitoring satellite Hyang, that is HY-1A, on 15 May 2002. So Hyang 2D or HY-2D satellite, it was developed by China Academy of Space Technology, while the carrier rocket developed by the Shanghai Academy of Space Flight Technology. It will form a constellation with the HY-2B and HY-2C satellites to build an all weather and round the clock dynamic ocean environment monitoring system, and the constellation will support the country's early warning and prediction of marine disasters, its sustainable development and utilization of ocean resources, and it will help in effective response to the global climate change as well as ocean research. Onboard equipment enables the new satellite to provide information on identification of vessels and to receive, store, and transmit bio measurement data in the China's offshore and other marine areas, and the planned satellite network will capable of carrying out of 80% of world's sea surface and monitoring with 6 hours. So the follow-up networks of HY2 satellites will provide data for marine disaster relief, meteorology, transportation, and scientific applications. Next topic is independent collegium. So the petition by the 255th Law Commission report, which recommended that appointment of election commission members should be made by president. So the president shall consult with a three-member collegium or selection committee consisting of the Prime Minister, Leader of Opposition of Lok Sabha, and Chief Justice of India. Dinesh Goswami Committee in Dinesh Goswami Committee in its report of May 1990 recommended for the effective consultation with neutral authorities like Chief Justice of India. So you should learn about the Dinesh Goswami Committee to which it belongs, and the fourth report of second administrative reforms commission also recommended for the constitution of a natural and independent collegium. So it should be headed by Prime Minister with the Speaker of Lok Sabha, Leader of Opposition in Lok Sabha, Law Minister, and the Deputy Chairman of Rajya Sabha as is members. And Justice Tarkunde Committee in its report of 1975 recommended that the members of Election Commission should be appointed by President on the advice of committee consisting of Prime Minister, Leader of Opposition in Lok Sabha, and Chief Justice of India. Next topic is medicine from Sky Project. So the Telangana government, World Economic Forum, and Health Net Global, they all three signed a collaboration agreement for the medicine from Sky Project. It is a feasibility study is being planned to study drone-based delivery of blood, vaccines, medical samples, and long-tail medicine, and the central government in exercise of powers confirmed by the Rule 70 of the UAS Rules 2021 has granted conditional exemption to Telangana for the purpose of trying out drones for delivery, and the consortium listed by Telangana will be able to start trials on the ground to build a safety case of regulators for considering the beyond visual line of sight range. So thank you class.